I Watched Her Die Again by Carnation Arrows, read by Deathlight. It was 7 o'clock in the evening, on the 7th day of June. The weather was very inviting. Our voices were drowned out by the sound of suitors waiting for their mates. My heart was doing the same, calling out to you. The dance of stars in the night sky was only a sight matched by your name. I spoke, for I had nothing better to do. I liked the park, especially when we're the only ones here. Seeing your main dance and the night's slight zephyr made me wonder, would you quiver like that when I told you? You looked at me as if I said something silly as you petted your cat you held in your hooves. But when you looked at me, your cat quickly darted away. You followed after the cat, and I followed you. The train came out of nowhere. A blood-curdling scream could be heard as it struck you head-on. Your scent, in which I relished in, was now tainted with a profound smell of blood. Another smell that lit your luscious radiance, the smell of iron, coming from the thing that took you from me. I wanted to scream, but my mouth wouldn't work. It refused to open. The sound of the cicadas drowned out my beating heart, pounding loudly. Your scream was lingering in my ears, a sickening melody of pain and suffering that served as a catalyst to my sadness. The insistent sound of the cicadas slowly turned deeper, and with that, the dark sky faded away. I woke up with a start. Starlight glimmer. I muttered. I looked outside my room. It was sunset. Then, I looked at the calendar. It was the 7th day of June. The clock showed it was 6 o'clock. I rushed off to the park, to the place we were in my dream. My heart was aching, hoping you weren't there. Seeing me, you smiled, but your eyes betrayed your plaster unhappiness with a sad look, like you weren't so pleased that I showed up. You know, it's strange. Earlier I dreamed of us sitting in this exact same park. Remembering the blood on the rails, I stopped. My heartbeat getting faster and faster. I was nervous. I have no reason to be nervous. It's not like that's actually gonna happen. It was just a dream. Right? I knew I had to say something. Do anything to eliminate the possibility of that even happening. How about we go home? I took your hoof. I looked around. I felt something amiss. Was it in the trees? The leaves? Was it the poles that hold the flags of the Crystal Empire? Or the lamps that lit the park at this hour? Before I could process anything, I heard you scream. I knew it. It was there, piercing your precious body in front of my eyes. It was those damn poles. The sound of the wind chimes and ear-piercing screams filled the air of the park. My vision blurred as I glanced at you, and I could have swore I saw you smiling. It was again the 7th day of June when I woke up. I was confused. I had read of dreams nesting within dreams, but nothing quite like this. It was exactly 6 p.m. again. That eerie feeling came back. There had been many times I repeated this day. I suppose it's been weeks now, and not a second has passed. Every time, it's the same thing. I get to admire your precious face, only to fail at preventing your ultimate demise. I tried finding a spell to fix this, a spell to keep this from happening. I tried every spell in my collection of books to no avail. There is nothing worked. I did try to ask for help once or twice, but either they didn't believe in what I was saying, or the help came too late. An hour is not long enough to prevent it. I learned that the hard way. It's as if I'm supposed to watch you die again and again until I lose my sanity. This is torture. What crime have I committed to be forsaken in such a way? What sacred ground have I defiled? What god have I angered? There must be some way to end this perpetual cycle, to stop the flow of time. There has to be a way to stop this and create time, a time where you don't have to die. It was sunset once again. I didn't have to look at the calendar to know it was the 7th of June, but I did anyways. I was a fool in a cruel world like mine. How could I suddenly expect fate to be so kind? How dare I expect to wake up and just find myself out of the cage of suffering of which I'm trapped in? Some small sliver of hope was still alive in my heart. still awake, despite repeating this nightmare over and over. That small ray of hope acts like a dagger that continually stabs my heart. It kills me on the inside, yet I am plagued by the evil that is my life in the end. I believe this will go on for all eternity if it isn't stopped. I know I won't last another week without losing my mind. You deserve to be saved. You deserve to live. That much I know. For that reason, I had to go back and relive this time and time again. Because I was doing it all wrong. I wasn't trying to save you. I wasn't trying hard enough. I know the answer to this riddle. I know how to make this stop. I know how to end the cycle of hell I live in. I sat down at the bench in the park next to you, as I always have. I hugged you tight and whispered, "I love you, Starlight. I always have." Corners of your mouth tugged upwards into a smile, the same warm smile I saw when we were just innocent foals. It was the same smile I saw on that night that this nightmare started. Never again. The cat ran out of your hooves again on cue, and you started running after it. I ran faster than I ever thought I could, following you. I've slowed you down before, stopped you, but it was no use. The train always comes, as if waiting for you, intently. But not this time. This time, it will come for me. On the 7th day of June, I woke up in my bed, stroking my cat. I watched him die again.